What would you say are the most important things in terms of financial literacy people probably could learn from you over the last 15 years in your career?
Well, financial literacy wasn't even in my vocabulary 15 years ago. It's definitely, it should be taught at schools, and it isn't. I mean, I talked to my daughter about it. She turned 18 3 months ago, and she's got a little job, and she's like waitressing, and she's got her pay slip. Dad, what the F is taxes? You know, and I was like, right, sit down, sweetheart, let me tell you about life, right? She's like, but Dad, I've just worked and I've got 25% less. And I said, this is how it works.
Do you live in the UK? She live in the UK?
No, yeah, she lives in the UK, sorry,
Okay.
yeah, she lives in the UK. So I then explained to her, she's like, that's
so this is why everyone moves to Dubai.
Yeah, I get it now. I was like, yes, sweetheart, but that's also why I bought you a car for your 18th birthday. Oh, okay. So I sat her down and tried to sort of deconstruct the model and explain to her, and she actually got it. But I mean, like, I guess, look, she's blessed that she's got a dad that is in the investments and finance industry. But it's shocking that, and I'll probably get slated for this, but when you look at what school teaches us, it's absolutely BS. It's archaic. I've never used anything from that I've learned at school in my real everyday application. Everything I've learned is all self-learned and mistakes that I've made in job, in the field, in real time. And I encourage people to go out and make those mistakes and take those risks. And I've said this to my daughter when she was doing her GCSEs, because she was so stressed about the study. And I was like, listen, don't worry about it.
What did your wife say about that?
She's like told me to shut the fuck up. Because the thing is, there's a bit of a side quest joke to this. I actually got a U at maths. And I was the first year that did GCSEs. A U stands for ungraded. And I genuinely did not know how to do fractions and percentages, right? But I'm the fastest mental arithmetic adder upper in my house. And my kids are like, Dad, you're so quick at adding up. How are you? You're I'm not allowed to say that word. You're thick at maths. I'm like, no, I just was thick at studying because I didn't apply myself because I didn't like school. I'm not super academic, but I'm smart in stuff that I want to apply myself to, right? Like most entrepreneurs. School didn't interest me. Life interests me. People interest me. So I think I've kind of, gone down my own little sort of school or route of sort of education. But it does pain me to know that the mainstream education system does not teach financial literacy. And without getting too conspiracy-esque about it, it's because they don't want kids to learn about it.
100%. Because they want to be stuck in the system.
Yeah, of course, because then they earn the money and you're a slave. And I've taught this to my kids because, again, financial literacy teaches kids self-reliance and self-awareness. They're two other skills that you would never learn in the mainstream sort of system. I'm seeing more and more parents nowadays homeschool their kids, even out here, which I think is interesting. So I think there's a little bit of a trend that's been bucked right now. I think people are starting to wake up a bit and go, oh, yeah.
Well, even from an education standpoint, like the ability to retain information is literally pointless. It's your people's ability to process information and think that it's important. So like 99% of our exams are like memory retention. Can you remember when the fucking Battle of Hastings was, or whatever the question is?
1066.
Yeah, so I remember that. That's about it. So I think that's where that system is so outdated. And I think even in the UK, they don't do anything with AI. I know they're starting to teach AI in schools here now.
They are, yeah.
Which is kind of part of the reason why they're very forward thinking. But I think one of the big shocks to the global system is also going to be things like universities and colleges. I think are about to drop off a cliff. Because why are people going to go to university and college to then go and get a degree in something which you no longer really, outside of maybe being a medical doctor, most things are now going to be more open field for people just kind of come into, I think, without university experience.
Or start your working life off in 100 grand's worth of debt, university debt. Like, why would you do that? I know a few people that have, I mean, my own son included, we paid off his university fees that he had. I said, I don't want you starting your adult life being in debt to the system, which is rigged anyway. I think it's insane. But yeah, it's an interesting paradigm for sure.
Now, if you enjoyed this clip and you're a coach, creator, or a business owner and you want help in terms of how to scale your business using ads, AI, content, marketing, a lot of things we talk about on the show, then hit the link at the top line of our description in the YouTube video. You can book on a call with us and we'll walk through the whole process, audit your business, and show you where there's huge, huge opportunities for you to scale.